Hey guys, this is Marina Tolentino. I'm here with another video. I'm a multi-passionate entrepreneur and realtor here on Oahu, and today is part 2 about living in Kailua. So previous we talked about the realities of living in Kailua, a little bit of the history and what it's really like as a local. Today we're gonna kind of go through all the activities. There's so much you can do in this city, and so I wanna take you around, show you the cool things. We'll go into town, we'll show you the beach. Let's go check it out. Okay, so this is the one and only Christy. She's the one that works super hard behind the scenes. She's my real estate assistant, so every transaction that we do, she's also on it. She's a mastermind on the computer, and I'm so thankful to have her. So I'm excited you can show us your town.
All right, guys, let's go check out Kailua. So the spot that we're gonna check in right now is called Kamelino. I'm not too sure too much about Kamelino. It's just a really nice, it's like a mini subdivision of like Aikahi, I guess you could say. It's very quiet in this neighborhood. You definitely have that relaxing feel. The air is clean, you hear the ocean. It's a perfect beach day, and definitely you want to wake up to this every morning. Have your cup of coffee, you know, go for a walk your dog, take your kids to school. It's definitely a really nice, quiet community. You don't have the background noises of, you know, town or cars rushing, cars honking, all of that. Kailua is a great place for you to raise a family. It's a lot of single family homes. It offers a lot of elementary schools for your kids. There's a lot of parks. It's a very generally safe neighborhood as well. With that being said, is that the town itself is so tight and so watch each other's back in a sense that they have established an Instagram page for it, My Kailua. With this page, it utilizes quick updates of what's going on, or just, you know, if you lost a dog, you post it on there. You found a dog, you found keys, you post it on here. What's going on in Kailua? What's happening? It's a great place to just tune in. You see something going on, I can check my phone. 5 minutes later, someone posted about it. And you get a lot of support here from the community. And then you also get a lot of the community's opinions on, you know, different problems and issues going on in the town, and you really get a good perspective of like how much it's changed from different people's perspectives with their opinions on each post and stuff. What's really nice about Kailua is that it is all flat. Majority of it is flat. You do have some hillsides here and there, but majority of it is flat. So if you don't want to drive, it is a good biking commute. If you like to run or walk, you can walk around over here without losing your breath. But there's a lot of bikers that commute from here to the beach, from here to the Kailua town. So that's really nice for this kind of area.
And this is close to the canal, so do you see like obvious runoff?
Yeah, so definitely when the rain hits, you definitely see the runoff here. But when it is clean and clear, it is beautiful, and you'll see turtles.
It's so good for kids, it's calm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is residue from like the rains we just had last week, so you'll notice there's like a ton of debris. That's normal. I would say like give it a week and it'll clear out.
But this is such a great view because you have the whole bay of Kailua to see.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful. So today's a really nice, you know, glassy morning. Normally, you have Castle's Beach Point right here. A lot of people like to go surfing. You can go kite surfing, windsurfing. There you can go kayaking out here. It's a great bay for a lot.
This is calling me for paddleboarding right now. Like, yeah. I'm ready to go.
It's a great bay for any ocean activity. You got some turtles breaching over here. They're coming out for air. It's a great bay to have. And what's nice is that there is so many openings and beach accesses that you do have that choice to go to one to the other.
Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely to say like if you go Lanikai, you know you're gonna have a bajillion people on the beach, but there's still pockets where you can find your own little place of like paradise.
Your oasis, yeah.
You just gotta know where to look.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we're not telling you, so figure it out. Okay, so let's keep adventuring. This is beautiful. Thank you for showing us this.
Yeah, of course.
Like we said, lots of extracurricular activities. What's your favorite things to do?
In addition to like all the ocean activities that you can do. There are several hikes out here, so it's nice. So you have activities that go from the ocean all the way to the mountains. So you have hikes you can go on to, you got the pillboxes, you have the Manawili, you have Olomana, and these are already well-known hikes already. Sadly to say, they have been, you know, worn down, I guess you can say, from the amount of foot traffic that it has seen over the years. But it's definitely, you get the hikes out of here as well. I'm trying to think of any.
I mean, even like the Lanikai pillboxes, like those didn't used to be as crazy as they are now.
No, I used to go up there, and me and my girlfriends, when we were in high school, used to go up there for sunrise, and it would just be us up there.
Wow.
Now, if we were to go there this morning, it'd be us plus 20 other people.
Yep.
And it's all for the gram.
Yep. Everyone's taking photos and videos. You can't just like sit and relax.
Up on the mountainside is the pillboxes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So it's a simple, like a 20-30 minute hike. It's a good hike to do if you just want to get a quick little workout in. It's a great family hike to do as well. Same thing with the beaches. You know, for Lanikai Beach, it's a beautiful beach. And the thing is I don't remember the last time I've been to Lanikai Beach.
Yeah, I avoid it.
Yeah, because of how crowded it is and the parking situation. It's not easily accessible. And so if you don't get out there by 9 a.m., forget it.
Yeah.
You won't find a parking space. You'd be driving around for about 30 minutes to even try to find a parking space.
And it's named top beaches to visit in the world for a reason. It's gorgeous, but it just comes with a cost. People don't talk about that, the cost of the community.
I want to say my son is 2 years old. I don't think I've ever taken him to Lanikai Beach. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like, now thinking about it, I used to take my daughter there. She's 7 now.
Yeah.
I used to take her all the time before, but I don't think I've ever taken him to the beach
That's a real thing.
in Lanikai, just because of the struggle to get there and then just dealing with the overcrowdedness. It's a mini Waikiki.
It is.
So one thing that we get on the east side of the island especially is these little blue little suckers, Portuguese man-o-wars. They're little jellyfish and they hurt like a bee. They come in when the trade winds come in, and they come in groups, and they cover the whole coastline. They are definitely unique. They're little blue, the bubble part of them, and then they have string, like a tentacle, what was that what it's called? Attached to them. The only part that stings you is the string part. So if you touch the bubble part, you won't get stung. What you can do is you can either throw it back in the ocean, you can smush it, or you can just avoid them and just don't go to the beach when those are there. I avoid going to the beach in general when it's Portuguese man-o-war season. So here's Kailua Beach Park.
So you can enter on this side, or there's another parking lot down the way. But this is the famous like white powdery sand of.
Yep, that gets stuck everywhere. But it's a great park.
Yep. There's a canoe club here, right?
Kailua Canoe Club, and then there's also a canoe club in Lanikai, the Lanikai Canoe Club as well.
And this is a windsurfing spot too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You have windsurfing, surfing, kayaking. A lot of people launch their kayaks out here as well.
To go to Mokes.
And then there's also a flat island out here as well.
What is Flat Island?
It's a bird. It's a flat island, but it's also a bird sanctuary.
Okay.
You're not supposed to go on the island.
Okay.
And that is something that you do see.
People going on it?
Yep. A lot of the tourists, they don't know.
Is there signs?
They
probably don't put signs.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. Lived here my entire life. I've never been to Flat Island, and I've never been to the Mokaluas either. I just never had the time or desire, I guess, to go out there because I've just lived here. So they're always there. So where we're driving into now, right, from this street on, it's all brand new construction. So where we see where Whole Foods is, Korpao Yogurt, that's a brand new building.
Yeah.
Gosh, I remember when it looked.
What did it used to be? It was just nothing?
No, I remember when Goodwill used to be over there, and it used to be this double-story building, and it was single. I'm trying to imagine it. And Goodwill used to be over there, and Cinnamon's breakfast and lunch place used to be over there. There used to be this glass shop over there. There's like only a handful of restaurants and stores that have been here since I've been born and raised here.
So we haven't talked about that yet. Give us like the top 5 that's they've held it out, the long timers?
We got Buzz's Steakhouse. That's along Kailua beachside. You have Boots and Kimos. They relocated, I want to say twice. You have Bocce Bistro, their little Italian hole-in-the-wall restaurant. Great food. What is really interesting, and I really love going to the store, is we still have an actual bookstore, which is Bookends. You don't see a lot of those anymore. And if you walk in there, you have books stacked up all around. It's pretty authentic when you go into the store.
Like a local Barnes and Noble.
And I used to hang out in there when I was in intermediate and like pick random books and like read them in the corners. It still has a lot of character in it. I love to take my kids over there and have them choose a book every once in a while. But it's all new. This is all new and developed.
You do have it down to earth, right?
Yes, we do have it down to earth. We have Long's, drugs. We have a lot of grocery stores. A lot of grocery stores to choose from. So you have Time, Safeway, Foodland. You also have Target that you can also get groceries from.
Yeah, but this is all Alec and Baldwin, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a new commercial bought up by a huge developer, and it's just transformed the city. It's not country charm anymore. Now it's high-end shopping. The median home price on the island of Oahu is like $1,050,000 now, I think. Kailua, the median price is $1.699. So there's a significant difference between Kailua zip code and the rest of the island.
Holy cow, I had no idea. That is insane, 1.6?
Yep.
Wow.
But it makes sense.
Yeah, location, location, location.
For everybody who's like, oh, I'm gonna move to Hawaii and live in Kailua, well, it costs a pretty penny. It's not cheap.
You're really paying for your yard.
The land value, like the dirt is valuable, yeah. It's right next, like 3-minute drive from your house. But look at these homes. I mean, these are like insanity.
Yeah, so
$3 million homes.
and it's just insane. And you don't know. I mean, this is just where people just bought their properties and they just have huge lots on this side and they just developed it. And this is where Obama stays. So that definitely hiked up the value of these homes as well. More desirable. You know, you have a past president who's lived here.
Talk to us about Obama drama. Like, what is that like when he's in town?
So Obama drama is when Obama comes in town, get ready for just sitting on a side street because about 20 cop cars or about like 10 black cars are running through because Obama has to get from point A to point B within a small town, and he blocks off all the streets. I've gone and caught in it a couple times. Luckily, I haven't gone and caught in it as most people do. This street that we're about to turn on usually is blocked off, barricaded. Yep. When he was president, it would be barricaded, and you only people who lived in this community could go in and out.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a production when Obama comes into town, and you know he's in town.
Like, there's no avoiding it.
Yeah, there's no avoiding it. In Kailua as well. Some frequent spots he likes to go to is Mid-Pac Country Club. He likes to go to Buzz's, Island Snow, and so you know that those areas you're gonna like deal with a little bit of backup traffic. So going into the famous Lani Kai.
So this is a lot of celebrity owners, like second home also owners.
Yeah, and so you know another thing that makes it hard to purchase homes for people who are born and raised in Kailua to repurchase in Kailua is that a lot of the houses get purchased as investment homes or Airbnbs or second homes, vacation homes. And so it doesn't give the chance for the people who actually live here and want to stay here to live here.
And there's just so much high demand over here and not enough homes for sale. And they're not building new ones, so you get what you get.
My sister and I were talking about it, and being so close to the military base, it allows people to purchase these houses and then raise the rent prices to be insane.
Because their mortgage is high when they're purchasing it high.
Because their mortgage is high and purchasing high, and then because when you have the military base so close and they want to rent a house for temporary for 2 years, they're given that high home allowance amount where they can't afford it. But us people who have regular day-to-day jobs can't. And so you have to move outside of the city or outside of the town to commute into the town.
Do you feel like most people commute though that live here, or they just stay here? I feel like people just stay. They telework or they're retired.
Yeah, I want to say a lot of people either telework or they are retired that live here. Like we kind of said to a lot of families, or it's a lot of family homes. If you were born and raised here, you
inherited it, and then your children live there with you.
Yeah, or you live with your parents.
So you have 3 to 4 generations in a home. So it's like what? Actually 12 miles on the Poly to town, and then you said 20 the other way?
I don't know the mileage, but it takes, I mean, I just go by time.
Oh, 20 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, it takes about 20 minutes to get over the mountain. You mean you have the 3 highway access. You have the Pali, you have the Leaky, and you have the H3. So you have easy accessibility right over the mountain. You also have the Kalanianiole Highway, I believe.
Yep.
Is to go around to Hawaii Kai side, the south side.
Going through Waimanalo all the way around the point south. Yep.
And then you also have Kamehameha Highway, which can take you up north, and then you can turn that around and go towards the west side that way as well. So you have a lot of points of access to leave the town, but then it also brings a lot of people into the town because there's a lot of accesses into our town.
Yep.
So this roundabout's new. I want to say it's about a couple years old, but it was to maintain or to like help improve traffic of going in and out of Lanikai because there was such a high traffic.
We have to remember this 1-lane or 2-lane highway or freeway, it's not even a freeway, a road gets millions of visitors every year. Like it's not sustained for that. And same thing for the North Shore. It's a country bumpkin road and it's like one way in, one way out, and it's not sustained. It's not meant to have millions of people on it every day. Crazy. But look at this freaking parking lot right now. Like this is a great example. There's no parking. It's currently 11:11 Make-A-Wish, but also it's a holiday. It's Martin Luther King Day as we record this. You had to be here by 9 a.m. or I'm sorry, you're out of luck.
Yep.
And it just keeps going, like as long as you can see cars.
And look right in front of us, right? We're in a line of cars to get in and out of Lanikai right now.
And everyone's going to do the same loop. So imagine living on a tourist loop. Like it's like we're on a Disneyland ride and take us to the next attraction, please.
Yeah. But as you can see, like this parking lot,
it's a little bit of a zoo right now.
Yeah, and there's just people coming and going.
And this is also a reminder, so this is mid-January where it's not peak season anymore.
Nope.
This is normal. If we go to summer, fast forward, it's worse. It's like so much worse. So one thing that's new that they didn't used to do is like all this no parking signs. It didn't used to be this way. And so now they have no parking on the side of the streets. It used to be overrun with tourists parking on the side, and like even residents couldn't find parking for their own house.
So another rule that was established is 3-day weekends. So right now, because it is a 3-day weekend, there is no parking
at all.
So that's also, it's very nice for the people who live here. See, so this is everyone walking in because you can't park. People will walk, they will walk in. This is all day, nonstop. You really got to pick and choose when you're like, if it's really worth it to drive into the town at certain peak hours of the day. If I have to go grocery shopping, I go to Kaneohe. If I do go into Kailua, I try to get into Kailua at least before 10 a.m. and I run around, do all my shopping before then, or even after like 5:30.
Really, it's like rush hour almost. Like avoid it.
You avoid it. I mean, you can totally rush it out, but I just don't want to deal with the traffic or, you know, the extra tourist bodies.
And you want to live in a town that is relaxing, right? Like that's the whole point of paying what you pay for this. But if that's the daily reality, I think people need to know, like, it's not all vacation. Yeah. It's dealing with millions of tourists.
But if you don't mind it, if you like the fast-paced city-ish life, this is what it's coming to be. It's definitely not that slow.
So let's kind of talk about that. Like, what's the future of Kailua? Like, it's 2022. What's Kailua going to be like 2025, let alone 2030? Like, so much development has happened in just 5 years, you know? Like, what's another 5 going to do?
What we were talking about is that any new development that is created here isn't geared toward how to help the locals or the residents here. It's how do we get tourists? Yeah. How do we make it appealing to the tourist, easy accessibility to tourists? How can we make money off the tourist?
It's just like super focused here because you have the beach. That's been posted on every single influencer page and magazine.
I'm the president.
Yeah, so it's frustrating.
We say all these things and yet I still live here.
Yeah, and you'll never want to leave either because you know it's just a part of you.
It's just who we are. And so we'll always stay here because we still want to keep it the same as we can. And because if everyone was to leave, this Kailua wouldn't be the same anymore. If all the local families, if all the local kids who grew up in this neighborhood, in these areas moved out and left, it wouldn't be the same Kailua at all.
Okay, so I feel like that pretty much wraps up our tour of Kailua. So thanks so much, Christy, for hanging out with us and giving us the tour of your town. We love it over here. We know why people love it, and I hope that helps with your home search. Obviously, everything you read and see on the internet is not always true, so this is a great perspective of somebody who actually lives here and spends her whole life here. With that being said, if you guys like this video, if you enjoyed it, be sure to like it, hit the subscribe, and we'll keep pumping out content for you. We're getting lots of good feedback, so we'll just keep making it. See you soon. Aloha.